Hello, my many friends, and welcome to bowling ball surgery. So, the last time we did practice, Aaron threw his ball at a pin in the gutter, or as we call it, deadwood. I'll put in the part of the video there.
What's my ball your way?
And then that happened. So now it's caused giant chip with a bunch of compound fractures. So I dug it out with the Dremel. Dremel. Right now, I'm using my microscope to see if there are any more microfractures. It's gonna look real funny, I think. I don't see any. I think we got them all. So it's kind of like a cavity. So if you have a decaying tooth, it's just going to keep decaying. Say with a bowling ball, you're going to hit pins, and that crack's just going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. You know what? I still see some on the side here. I will be courteous and I will mute this part. There, I think we got it all. No, I see little spot. Yeah, that about does it. It's a small, subtle one, but I think it's okay. All right. So we dug out our bowling ball cavity. Now we got to fill it in. So you have a couple of options. You can go down to like Michael's and get yourself like an epoxy. And you can fill it in with pigment, or you can do it the fun, easy way. My best friend for bowling balls, JP Weld. Uh, you can get the quick dry, or you can get the long dry. The long dry is stronger. It's like, what is it, 5,020 psi, or yeah, 5,000 pounds of force, which is probably a good thing to have when you're bowling, because you have a lot of forces hitting that ball in them pins. And then we will mix it. So make sure your hole is nice and dust free, or else you would have problems. Oh, I'm blowing everything off the workbench. Yeah, let's brush it out. So if your hole is nice and clean, take some sandpaper and just sand it down so you can get some edges for the quick weld to grab into. If you're doing an epoxy, grab some like clay or plasticine and make yourself a dam around here, and then just. But this is like putty, so it's pretty thick. So what we're gonna do first is open up our bottles. Oh, oh, we're leaking. Just mix it inside the hole. Like that. That. So what you want to do is use more than you need. It's going to go over the circumference of the ball. Oh. And we're going to sand this baby down once it's dry in 24 hours. Ooh, the white one's stinky. Yeah, so ratio half and half. It'll turn out gray. Won't look terrible inside the ball. The ball's black. Oop. It's just a skewer. And just mix it around till it's grayish. The black is your adhesive, and the white is the, oh, what's it called? Flux? No, it's not flux. Hardener. There's a special name for it, I just don't call it. If you're not comfortable with doing this to your bowling balls, take it to your pro shop. They'll epoxy it for you. Me, I like dicking around with this kind of stuff, so this is no problem for me. Yeah, mix it around for like 2-3 minutes. Do like a Bob Ross ASMR. Dig around that hole, just make sure everything is included in your little putty. Oop, I give him a pompadour. So, and like so. Totally fine if you go like on the ball, that's fine. We're sanding it down. I'm gonna do a 500 grit. We'll probably bring it up to 1,000, maybe 1,500. But that won't be until tomorrow when it hardens. And then we will sand it for Mr. Aaron. Just remember, don't throw your bowling balls at pins in the gutter, or else Bad things happen. Yeah, it's nice gray. I'm sure if you really wanted to, you can get uh, some pigment, change the color. This will just be a war story of this bowling ball in particular. Everything is covered. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. Yes. All right. Don't put your skewer on your desk, or else it's going to harden, and you will have a no bueno time getting it out. There's another chip in this ball. I'm going to fill it in too. I'll just put my skewer there, and I will reuse it. I fixed a bowling bag last year, and I used a file. It doesn't come off. Use something disposable. All right, the magic of editing. Here, a better look. 24 hours. Diddly doo, diddly doo, diddly doo, diddly doo. Scary, the passage of time. All right. Took a little longer to dry than I wanted, but 2 days have passed. Good to go. So I don't recommend this unless you're really good at it. To take because you can see it's higher than the ball's circumference. Take that down to as far as you're comfortable with to the ball surface, and then just sand by hand. I got 260 grit, and we'll just go slow. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit. You still feel a little bit. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to sand it down. Where did I put my sandpaper? I got a bunch here. I had some, I swear. Where did it go? I do not know. Well, I'll just do it by hand. So I'm going to get this down just by hand. There's maybe 100 thou. 200 grit sandpaper. Yeah, I can get that down pretty quick. When you're resurfacing bowling balls, spray it with some water. Get some lubrication. That'll save your sandpaper or your Avalon pads or whatever you use. Oh. That way you can reuse them as many times as you want. Almost there. Even with the water, I'm clogging up the sandpaper, which is fine. It's just throwaway sandpaper anyway. The good ones, the important ones, are these bad boys. These are called Aberlon pads. Get them in various grits. Oh, here's one that's 5,000. That puts different surfaces on your ball, depending on what you need. I usually like a higher surface or lower surface on my ball. Purple Hammer, I have 500. Pink Widow, I have 800. Jackal, Black Widow, I have 1,000 or 1,500. Same with the Nuclear Forge. The raw hammer, though, I have at 5,000 because that is my ball that I use on Sundays when there's no oil on the lanes. Even then, it reacts pretty wild. Alright, I'll bring it back when we're complete. There, all finished. There's a couple little rough spots, but that's fine. I said fuck it. I used a file. Much faster. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty flush. And then I'm going to resurface this to 600. We'll see what it looks like. Aaron doesn't need anything too fancy. 600 probably be good enough. He just throws it down the lane with reckless abandon. So we'll resurface it. It'll take a while. I'm going to put on a movie and just always remember to use water to lube things up so you can reuse these for as long as possible. All right, I'll bring you back when that's all done. Whoops. There we go. Nice and shined. Brought it up to, what is that? 800 to 1,000 grit, so that's good enough for him. He just throws down the lane. He doesn't need anything. I suppose I could polish it up, but that's a lot of work. And everything's nice and flush. You can't. Yeah, no, I can't feel. I can't feel the seam at all. So yeah, that's how you do that. So do it at your own discretion if you're confident. If not, bring it to your pro shop and they will do it for you. Okay. Where's my thumb? Okay, love you. Bye bye.